You are not lost. You have simply been at sea for a very, very long time. For years, perhaps even for what feels like lifetimes, you have been a solitary navigator on a vast and uncharted cosmic ocean. You have been following signals so faint, they felt like dreams, a number that appears over and over again, a song on the radio at the perfect moment, a chance encounter that changed everything. These were your stars, the faint shimmering breadcrumbs scattered across an endless expanse of midnight blue. You followed them, even when you didn't know why. You held the course through storms that threatened to rip you apart. Financial storms, emotional storms, storms of the soul that left you hollowed out and clinging to the wreckage of who you used to be, wondering if the voyage itself was a madness. You endured the crushing loneliness of the deep, the feeling that no one else could possibly understand the map you were following, because there was no map. There was only the next nudge, the next whisper, the next unexplainable pull toward a horizon you could not see, and the exhaustion. It is a soul-deep exhaustion, isn't it? It is the weariness that comes from perpetual uncertainty. It's the fatigue of constant interpretation, of trying to decipher a divine language spoken in whispers and shadows. You have been asked to trust on a level that defies all logic, to invest your faith, your tears, your very life force into a journey without a single guarantee of a destination. There were moments of breathtaking beauty, of course, moments where a pod of dolphins would leap alongside your vessel in perfect synchronicity, reminding you of the magic. Moments where the celestial clouds would part and reveal a nebula of such impossible color that it refilled your spirit for another 100 leagues. But then, the fog would roll in again, the silence would return, and you would be left alone at the helm, your hands raw, your spirit aching with nothing but that quiet, stubborn inner knowing. A knowing you could never fully explain, but that you could not, under any circumstances, betray. You are a navigator of the highest order, a pioneer of consciousness, and you are tired. You are so tired. But even in your weariness, a spark of hope has remained, a pilot light burning faithfully in the deepest chamber of your heart. The hope that one day, all of this would make sense, that the storms were not random punishments, that the signals were not mere coincidence, that you were in fact headed somewhere. I am here to tell you that the feeling of being lost was not a sign of your failure. It was the most critical part of your training. The lack of a map was intentional. It was designed so that you would be forced to develop your own internal compass, to learn to navigate not by sight, but by frequency, to trust the guidance system within your own soul above all else. You were not meant to follow an external chart. You were meant to become the chart. You were being forged in the crucible of the unknown so that your faith in the unseen would become absolute, unbreakable. Every moment you felt you were drifting, you were actually in the grip of a powerful, invisible current, a current that was pulling you with perfect precision toward a specific coordinate in space and time. And that coordinate is right here, right now. Look up, navigator. Feel the ship beneath your feet. Grow still. The endless rocking has stopped. The sound you hear is not the crashing of another wave of uncertainty. It is the gentle lapping of water on a shoreline. Your arrival at this video, in this exact moment, is not an accident. It is not another faint signal. This is the lighthouse. This is the harbor. This is the solid ground you have been dreaming of. After a lifetime of deciphering whispers, this is the final, undeniable, clarifying call, echoing across the waters to welcome you home. Everything you have ever been through, every storm you have weathered, every tear you have cried into the vast ocean, was for this. It was all leading to this moment of arrival. Take a deep breath. Have you ever looked at the chaotic path of your life and felt deep down that there was an invisible intelligence guiding the entire journey, even through the pain? If you recognize this feeling of being guided to this exact moment, a journey that has finally brought you to this shore, then anchor your energy here. Declare your arrival. Comment below, I have arrived. That feeling of being guided, of an invisible hand on the rudder of your life, was not your imagination. It was the memory of a promise. What if I told you that the uncharted ocean you were navigating was, in fact, meticulously mapped? What if I told you that you were carrying the map within your very cells, but you were never meant to read it until this exact moment? The confusion, the feeling of being lost, was a feature, not a bug. It was a divine failsafe to ensure you experienced the journey authentically, gathering the necessary strength without knowing the final destination. Today, we unfurl that map. We are going to bring intellectual clarity to the sacred chaos of your existence. This map is not made of paper and ink. It is a quantum spiritual principle known as the soul's itinerary. Before your soul ever entered this physical incarnation, your higher self, that vast omniscient part of you that exists outside of time, encoded a sacred blueprint, a divine itinerary with key activation points, experiences, and encounters, all designed to lead you to your highest expression. You were the architect of your own journey. Every detour, every delay, every sudden storm was a pre-planned waypoint on this cosmic map. You see, your soul did not come here for an easy ride. It came for mastery, and mastery is forged, not given. The struggles you have endured were not punishments from a distant god, nor were they random acts of a cruel universe. They were something far more profound. They were energetic attunements. They were capacity training. Think of your energetic body as a vessel. To hold the light of a new, higher dimensional reality, that vessel must be strong, flexible, and vast. The small vessel you started with could not possibly contain the tidal wave of blessings, wisdom, and power that is your destiny. So, your higher self in its infinite wisdom designed an itinerary of experiences to systematically expand that vessel. That crushing heartbreak that you thought would shatter you, that was not a lesson in loss. It was a heart expansion protocol, a sacred demolition of the walls around your heart, so it could learn to hold a universal, unconditional love, a love required for the reality you are about to enter. That period of profound financial lack, the fear and the struggle that brought you to your knees, that was not a curse of scarcity. It was a rigorous training in recognizing abundance beyond the material. It forced you to discover the infinite wellspring of creativity, resilience, and faith within you, an inner wealth that can never be taken away. That was a necessary attunement to the frequency of true, unshakable prosperity. That time of deep isolation, when you felt utterly alone, abandoned by the world, that was not abandonment. It was a sovereign self-activation. It was a sacred seclusion designed to strip away your reliance on external validation, forcing you to find the universe within yourself. It taught you to be your own anchor, your own source, your own guide. This was the capacity training required to become the conscious creator of your reality. Every challenge was a calibration. Every tear was a purification. Every moment you wanted to give up was a spiritual resistance training, building the muscles of your soul. You were not being broken. You were being built. You were being prepared to hold the very frequency of the miracle you prayed for. You had to be. The new reality awaiting you is of such a high vibration that to enter it unprepared would be like a deep sea diver attempting to surface too quickly. The pressure change would be too much to bear. Your entire life has been a slow, deliberate, and perfectly paced journey of ascension, allowing your energy system to acclimate, to strengthen, to become resilient. Enough for what comes next. And every single one of these waypoints, every attunement, every storm, was leading you to a single predestined point on your soul's map, a point of profound integration and activation, where all the fragmented pieces of your journey finally click into place, revealing the breathtaking mosaic of your life's purpose, a point we call the apex convergence. The apex convergence is the grand destination on your soul's itinerary. It is the primary cosmic appointment your soul has been navigating towards for years or even lifetimes. It is not just a date on a calendar. It is a personal event horizon, a dimensional gateway that has been waiting patiently for your arrival. October 20th is the designated coordinate for your arrival at this gateway. It is the location on the map marked with a star, the treasure you have been seeking through all your lifetimes of searching. All the synchronicities, the numbers, the whispers in the wind, they were all breadcrumbs left by your higher self, guiding you, the cosmic navigator, to this one monumental intersection of time, space, and potential. The final shoreline you saw was the edge of this convergence. Your arrival at this video was the final signal that you are on course and on time for your divine appointment. The chaos now has a context. The pain now has a purpose. The long, winding road of your life was the most direct path possible to get you here, to this moment of understanding, with the exact strength, wisdom, and capacity needed to take the next step. Nothing was wasted, not a single second. Look back now, through the lens of this new understanding. See the tapestry of your life, not as a series of random, unconnected events, but as the deliberate and loving hand of your own higher consciousness, weaving everything together for this climax. Can you now identify a specific past struggle that, in hindsight, gave you the exact strength or wisdom you need right now? Feel that recognition. That is the truth resonating within your soul, confirming the perfection of your journey. Comment with one storm from your past that you now recognize as a necessary preparation. Claim its wisdom. Honor its purpose. By naming it, you transmute its energy from a scar into a sigil of your power. And so you have the itinerary. The destination is marked October 20th. You might be holding this date in your mind now like a precious, fragile object, a promise of a future relief, a finish line after a marathon of a lifetime. You might feel a subtle sense of passivity, a feeling of waiting for a cosmic train to finally pull into your station. But this is where the map has been misunderstood. This is the moment we must incinerate the old paradigm of seeking, because here is the profound, reality-bending truth that your soul has been waiting for you to hear. You were not seeking a date. The date was seeking your readiness. October 20th is not a point in time that is rushing toward you. It is a state of consciousness, a vibrational citadel that has been patiently waiting for you to arrive. It is a constant. You have always been the variable. Think of it not as a date on a calendar, but as an energetic coordinate, a specific frequency in the great symphony of the cosmos. For years you have been tuning your instrument, through every heartbreak, every victory, every moment of confusion, and every flash of insight. You are not being punished or tested randomly. You are being calibrated. You are learning to play the precise chord that would unlock this coordinate, that would grant you access to this reality. The subtle hopelessness that has haunted you on your journey, the fear that you might miss it, that you might not be ready in time, that you were just a passive observer to a pre-written fate, was the final illusion to be shattered. This video, these words, this transmission, it is not here to inform you. It is here to activate you. The purpose of this moment is not to give your mind new information to analyze. Its purpose is to strike a resonant chord deep within your cellular memory, to awaken a dormant recognition that has been sleeping in your energetic DNA. The feeling you are experiencing right now, that subtle hum of truth vibrating behind my words, that sensation of chills or a sudden inner stillness, that is not your mind agreeing. That is your higher self confirming the appointment. That is your soul whispering, yes, this is it. This is what we planned. This is the great paradigm shift. You must move from the identity of the seeker, the cosmic navigator who was lost at sea, to the sovereign creator who scheduled this convergence before you ever took your first breath in this body. This entire journey was not a search for a map created by another. It was a journey to remember the map you drew yourself. This is not a prophecy being fulfilled. It is a contract being honored, a sacred contract you made with your own soul. And every trial you faced was a clause in that contract you agreed to, a specific challenge designed to forge the exact key you would need to unlock this very gateway. You were never lost. You were simply on the long, scenic route to the most important meeting of your life, a meeting with the fully realized version of yourself. This is why the synchronicity of you finding this video at this exact time feels so potent. It is not an algorithm. It is an alarm clock. Your own soul set it to go off when your frequency was high enough, when your readiness was undeniable. The entire universe has conspired to deliver this message to you, not as a gift from an external God, but as a memo from your own divine headquarters. You are not the one who found the key. You are the one who forged it in the fires of your own experience. And this video is simply the key, turning in the lock. The click you feel is the sound of your own memory returning, the memory of your power, the memory of your purpose, the memory of your own design. So let go of the idea that you are waiting for an event to happen to you. Breathe in the staggering realization that the event has been waiting for you. You are the guest of honor. You are the one for whom the entire celebration was planned. October 20th is simply the time written on an invitation that you sent to yourself lifetimes ago. As you absorb this, does it feel less like new information and more like a profound, soul-deep, aha, of course? Like this video, if you feel the click of remembering this appointment. The mind can only take us so far. The intellect can build the bridge, but it is the heart that must cross it. We have spoken of the map. We have remembered the appointment. Now, we must feel the destination calling us home. This is not a concept to be understood. It is an energy, to be embodied. So I invite you now in this sacred moment to move beyond thought. Find a space where you can be undisturbed for the next few minutes. Gently close your eyes, or simply soften your gaze. Take a slow, deep breath in, filling your lungs with the knowing that you are safe. You are held, and you are precisely where you need to be. And as you exhale, release the need to analyze, the need to figure it all out. Just for now, let go of the navigator and simply become the vessel. Become the journey itself. I want you to bring your awareness to the core of your being, that silent space behind your thoughts. And from this space, I want you to imagine your entire life, not as a series of disconnected events, but as a single, continuous river of light, your personal timeline, your soul's current. See it now. Perhaps it begins as a small, humble spring, a spark of consciousness emerging into this reality. Watch as it begins to flow, meandering through the landscapes of your childhood. See the colors of your earliest joys, the sunlit patches where the water runs clear and warm, filled with laughter and innocence. This is your river. This is your energy. Follow its path. Watch as it grows, fed by the tributaries of experience. See the moments where the journey was easy, where the river flowed through wide, peaceful meadows. Moments of love, of connection, of effortless synchronicity. Feel the grace of that flow. Acknowledge the light it gathered in those times. These were not random moments of peace, they were infusions of fuel for the journey ahead. Now, with courage and compassion, allow your gaze to fall upon the other parts of the river, the rapids. See the places where the riverbed narrows, where the water churns violently against sharp, jagged rocks. These are your struggles, your heartbreaks, the moments of profound confusion and loss. Do not turn away. See them for what they truly were. They were not punishments, they were not mistakes. These turbulent passages were the very forces that carved your path deeper. The pressure, the chaos, the friction, it was all giving your river its power, its direction, its unstoppable momentum. Feel it now. Feel the raw strength that was forged in those rapids, the resilience etched into the very banks of your being. Every tear shed was not lost. It was added to the volume and force of your current, making you more, not less. Witness the storms. You navigated the long periods of darkness where the light seemed to go out completely. See how even then your river never stopped flowing. Guided by an unseen gravity, an inner knowing, it pressed onward through the night. It was always moving toward something. Now bring your awareness forward along this river of light. Your river. Feel the energy of every single moment, every lesson, every insight, every failure, every triumph, all contained within this flowing current. It is all here. Nothing was wasted. It has all been gathered, purified, and integrated into the singular, powerful stream that is you, right now. And as you travel with this current, you begin to sense a shift, a change in the air, a subtle acceleration in the flow. You can hear something in the distance, a low, resonant hum that vibrates through the very water of your being. It's a sound you have been waiting to hear your entire life, a sound your soul recognizes, the hum of convergence. The river begins to move faster now. The banks pull away and you are flowing into a vast, open expanse. Ahead of you there is a light, not just sunlight, but a brilliant, effulgent, living luminescence that seems to emanate from the very edge of your reality. The hum grows louder, becoming a beautiful, celestial choir. This is it, your river. Your entire life's journey is flowing with divine and irreversible purpose toward a great, luminous waterfall. This is October 20th. It is not an end. It is a gateway. Look at it. It is not a fall into an abyss, but a cascade of pure liquid light, pouring into an even more brilliant reality below. It is a threshold of transformation. Feel the culmination. Feel the entirety of your life's energy. All the rapids, all the sunlit meadows, all the wisdom, all the strength, gathering into one final, powerful, coherent wave. All of you, all of your journey, has been preparation for this single, glorious moment of release. You are at the precipice, and in this moment of pure presence, you let go. You surrender to the current you have become, and you pour through the gateway. Feel the sensation of it, a complete dissolution of the old, the weight of the past, the stories you carried, the identities you held. They are all washed away in this luminous cascade. It is a baptism, a recalibration, a return. Feel yourself passing through that curtain of light, being transformed, atom by atom, into a higher frequency of your own being. And then, stillness. You have poured into a new body of water, a vast crystalline lake of infinite potential. The water is calm, clear, and shimmering with a light you have never seen before, yet have always known. You are on the other side. You have arrived. Breathe into this feeling. Breathe into this new space. The journey of seeking is over. The journey of creation has begun. Gently, when you are ready, begin to bring your awareness back to your body, to the room you are in. But bring this feeling with you. Anchor it in your cells. This is not a dream. This is an activation. It has already happened on the energetic plane. As you witnessed your life's energy flowing toward this point, what weight from your past was finally washed away? Take a moment to truly feel what is gone, to anchor this powerful feeling, this experiential certainty deep within your being. Comment below with the words that seal this truth into your reality. My convergence is activated. You feel it now, don't you? The current, the certainty, the deep, resonant hum of your entire life path, flowing towards its ordained destination. That activation was not just a fleeting experience to be remembered. It was a cellular awakening, a switch being thrown in the very engine of your reality. But an activated gateway, a consecrated threshold, requires a conscious guardian to maintain its integrity. This is where you move from passenger to pilot, from witness to architect. In these final days leading to your apex convergence, your role shifts. You are now the guardian of the gateway. You stand at the threshold of October 20th, not in hope or anticipation, but with purpose and authority. Your task is to prepare the energetic space for your own grand arrival. This is not about forcing anything to happen. The convergence is already set. This is about clearing the runway so your landing can be one of grace, power, and seamless integration. What follows are 3 alignment protocols. Treat them not as chores but as sacred acts of self-liberation. They are your final preparations as the guardian of your own destiny. The first is the protocol of the sacred inventory. This is a quiet, courageous act of sovereign accounting. In the days leading up to the 20th, you must take stock of the energetic baggage you are still carrying. Imagine your consciousness as a vessel you are about to fly through this magnificent gateway. What are you carrying in your hold? We often carry so much unconscious weight, lifetimes of dense energetic debris without even realizing it. This protocol is about turning on the lights and seeing what's really there. Take a moment each day to sit in stillness and ask your soul, what am I carrying that cannot pass through this gateway with me? Be ruthlessly honest, but infinitely compassionate with yourself. Look at the stories you have packed, the identity of the one who struggles, the narrative of I'm not quite ready yet, the familiar worn-out cloak of victimhood or the heavy armor of cynical self-protection. Look at the lingering frequencies of resentment towards those who wronged you. Look at the subtle shame for past mistakes. Look at the persistent doubt that whispers, what if this is all in my head? These are not you. They are energetic programs, frequencies you have carried perhaps for so long you believe they are part of your core identity. But they are not. They are low-frequency baggage, and the physics of the new reality you are entering simply cannot support their vibration. The gateway is a high-frequency filter. This baggage is too heavy, too dense to make the crossing. You don't need to judge it. You don't need to hate it. You simply need to see it. Acknowledge it. Thank it for the lessons it taught you, for the strength it forced you to build. And then, you must choose to set it down. This leads us to the second protocol, the protocol of timeline dissolution. Once you have identified a piece of low-frequency baggage, an old story, a lingering doubt, a painful identity, you must consciously release it from your timeline. Fighting with these old energies only strengthens them. Trying to push them away only gives them more power. The key is not resistance, but release. Here is the practice. Close your eyes and return to the image of your life as a river of light. See this piece of baggage, this story of I am not worthy, for example, as a dark, heavy stone you have been clutching in your hand. Feel its weight, acknowledge its presence. For a moment, truly honor the role it played. Now, with a conscious act of will, you will open your hand. You are not throwing the stone, you are not fighting it, you are simply releasing your grip. Watch as this stone, this old identity, falls away from you and into the river of your timeline. But it does not sink. Instead, see it begin to dissolve. Watch it turn from a solid object into a cloud of dark sand, and then watch as the very current of your life's energy, the light of all your wisdom and experience, washes it away. See it become translucent, its particles breaking apart, becoming smaller and smaller until they are nothing but hollow echoes of a former reality, dissolving back into the quantum foam from which they came. It is gone. It is uncreated from your energetic field. Do this with every piece of baggage you identify, one by one. You are not erasing your past. You are liberating your present from the gravity of your past. You are clearing the runway, one obsolete belief at a time. This brings us to the third and most crucial protocol, the protocol of future resonance. Clearing the old is only half of the preparation. The other half is actively attuning your energy field to the frequency of what is to come. You must become a vibrational match for the reality that is waiting for you on the other side of the gateway. So, for at least 5 minutes each day, preferably upon waking or before sleeping, you will practice embodying your converged self. This is not visualization. It is an act of embodiment. You will not simply picture your future self. You will be them right here, right now. Close your eyes and ask, what is the dominant emotional frequency of the me who has already walked through the gateway of October 20th? Is it profound peace? Is it creative fire? Is it sovereign stillness? Is it unshakable joy? Find that feeling. It is already within you. A seed of it exists. Now amplify it. Breathe into it. Let it fill your chest, your cells, your entire energetic field. For these 5 minutes, you are to hold this frequency as your dominant reality. How does this version of you breathe? How do they hold their body? What is the quality of their silence? Feel the world through their senses. Walk as them. Decide as them. If a challenging thought arises, ask, how would my converged self meet this thought? The answer will be different. It will be higher. It will be wiser. This practice calibrates your entire being. It sends a powerful signal into the quantum field that you are no longer preparing for a shift. You are the shift. You are not waiting for a door to open. You are becoming the key. This is the great transformation of identity. You are not waiting for October 20th to change you. You are arriving on October 20th. Already changed, you are consciously walking through a pre-opened door, not hoping it will swing open for you. You are the guardian, and you have made the space ready. You have decreed that only your highest truth may enter. The guardian must let go of the old uniform to wear the new robes of light. A profound release is necessary to make space for a profound arrival. So, I ask you now, as the guardian of your own magnificent convergence, what is the single most important identity you must be willing to release to step fully into your converged reality? And now, with that sacred space cleared, you must claim what will fill it. You must declare your new frequency to the cosmos. Comment below with one word, just one, the word that defines the new identity you are claiming on October 20th. Is it sovereign? Is it luminous? Is it creator? Is it free? Anchor it here. Declare it now. This is your first act as the being you are about to become. And so, you feel it now. The peace of arrival. The profound satisfaction of a journey completed. But I must tell you the final truth of this moment. The apex convergence is not the destination. It is the launch pad. For your entire life, you have been building this vessel. Every tear you cried was a polishing of its hull. Every challenge you overcame was a reinforcement of its structure. Every moment of joy was a fueling of its engines. You have been in the dry dock of a reality that was preparing you, not containing you. The convergence on October 20th is not the grand opening of a palace where you will finally rest. It is the final countdown at the base of a launch tower that points to a new galaxy of potential. You have completed one journey, the most difficult journey a soul can undertake. The journey of seeking, the journey of navigating by faith alone, of trusting in whispers and echoes. The journey defined by the question, am I on the right path? That entire mode of existence, that paradigm of hope and doubt, is what is converging to its absolute endpoint. The seeking is over because the seeker has now become the source. The long navigation is complete because the navigator has realized they were the very star they were following. Let this sink into your being. The relief you feel is not just the end of a struggle. It is the dissolution of the entire reality framework that required struggle as a prerequisite for growth. A new journey begins now. The journey of conscious creation. This is the great paradigm shift that awaits on the other side of that date. You will no longer be scanning the horizon for signs. You will be the one broadcasting the signals. You will no longer hope for synchronicities to appear. You will orchestrate the symphony of coincidence with the baton of your own intention. In this new playing field, this elevated dimension of experience, synchronicity is not the exception. It is the baseline. It is the very physics of the new world, as common and as reliable as gravity was in the old one. You are graduating from a student of reality to a co-author of reality. Your state of being will shift from hoping to knowing. Hope is a beautiful frequency, but it is a frequency of separation. It implies a gap between you and your desire. Knowing is a frequency of unity. It is the calm, unwavering resonance of a creator who stands within their creation, not outside of it. This is the new state you will inhabit, a state where your inner world is not a rehearsal for the outer world, but the very control room from which it is projected. This means the old rules are retired. The spiritual laws you learned about struggle, about karma, about the long and arduous path, were the training wheels for this exact moment. They were the physics of the chrysalis, but you are about to emerge. The rules of flight are different from the rules of crawling. The new principles are elegance, resonance, and flow. The universe will no longer ask you to prove your worthiness through trial. It will simply ask for your clarity. It will ask for your frequency. It will mirror your knowing with instantaneous and breathtaking precision. This, of course, brings us to the next great frontier. The journey is not over. It has simply changed its nature from one of climbing a mountain to one of navigating the cosmos. And this new navigation requires a new understanding. How do you navigate once you are on the other side? What are the new rules of reality creation after such a monumental shift? When manifestation is no longer about attracting, but about allowing, what is the new work? When your identity is no longer defined by your past, but by your present choice, how do you stabilize this new self? These are no longer questions of a seeker, but the inquiries of a master. They are the questions we will explore together after you have stepped through the gateway. But first, you must claim the mission. You must give your soul the first command in this new operating system. Now that you know the launch is imminent, what is the first mission you will undertake in your new reality? Feel into this. It is not a dream. It is a plan. It is the first note in your new symphony. This is not about what you will do, but about who you will be. The energy of that mission, that first great act of sovereign creation, is what will pull you through the convergence with grace and power. Your journey up to this point has been charted. The map has led you here, to the edge of everything you have ever known. But where you go from here is uncharted territory. It is a blank canvas, and the old maps will not work in this new world. The journey after October 20th will require a new kind of guidance, a new set of celestial charts designed for a creator, not a seeker. So subscribe and activate your notifications, because your journey after October 20th will require a new kind of map, and we will chart it together. This is not an ending. It is the ultimate beginning. October 20th is not the final page. It is the cover of a brand new book. And in our next transmission, we will learn how to write the first chapter.